Good afternoon. I'm here. We got great news to report. Green card approved. Yes, I'm telling you. We got great news to report. Let me know in the comments, where are you? How are you feeling? What is the energy? We are here to report a great news for our clients. Let me know in the comments so we can get started. Let me know where you are, what you're doing. 3:13 p.m. Eastern time. I know I'm coming early because I'm trying to test, right? I'm trying to test whether I should be doing it around 3 o'clock, 2:30, or like between 2:30 to 3:30, or between 6 to 7. So that's why you see me sometimes at 6, sometimes at 3, sometimes at 2:30, because I'm trying to find out what is the best time of the day to do this live session. 7 people in the house. How are you? How are you feeling? We got great news to report to you. Yes. Let me know in the comments so we can get started. I'm going to share my screen in a minute. Yes. We have great news, my friend. It's not every day we get great news, right? But once we get a great news, we are here to report. Okay? Thank you, Veronica Jimenez. Thank you very much. How are you? How are you feeling? You know, we don't get great news every day, but once we get the great news, my friend, trust me, I'll be here. No matter what time it's going to be, I am going to be here to report. 10 people in the house. Please like and share, or share first and then like. We got 10 people in the house. How are you? This is a lovely day. Jeffrey Bondan, how are you? How are you feeling? Let's get started. So I'm going to share my screen in a minute so we can talk about this case. Share the entire screen. Okay. So this is what's going on. Okay. This is the case. Let me push it big so you can see it. Okay. So case status online. The case was approved on November 14. Yeah, 2 days ago. I actually saw it yesterday. But because I already talked about one case, so I didn't want to bombard you with great news left and right. So I wanted to talk about it today. So this case was approved on November 14. Okay, this is a green card application based on marriage. And let me tell you when this client applied. The client applied on March. Let me just write it. Oh, it's not ready. Okay. On March 31st, okay, of 2022. Yes. So this is a green card based on marriage. The client applied last year, March 31st, 2022. That's when we filed this green card application, okay, combined with I-130. What happened was this client has an asylum case pending. Still, the asylum case is still pending with USCIS. He already went to the interview for the asylum. Like 8 or 9 months ago, the interview was done, but still they haven't given him the response from the asylum application. But luckily enough for him, he was married to a U.S. citizen. So, and because it's a good faith marriage, children are involved. So he filed for this green card application through us, right? I-130 green card. Then he received 2 requests for evidence. The first one was about the birth certificate, okay? Birth certificate. Okay. So because he has an asylum pending case, while we did not provide the birth certificate because he doesn't have any, because he's an asylum applicant. So we had to show to USCIS that this is an asylum applicant, and birth certificate is not required, especially that it's not available to be produced. So it's not required. I had to write a letter, and I had a notice for the asylum application pending, and the interview that he went for the asylum. So we provided that as an explanation. Then we received a second notice, request for evidence with a medical exam, okay? Medical exam. Medical. So, and then we sent the medical, but there was some discrepancies in his medical. He had to redo it again, some exams and stuff like that. But anyway, we were able to send the medical exam, and guess what? The case was approved with no interview. And right now, the asylum case is still awaiting the result. So the case, but he has a green card, right? It's already approved. Now we're just waiting for it to come to the mail. Moral of the story is this: I'm gonna come back with the moral of the story, but I wanted to talk to you about the time frame here. It's almost 19 months and a half. Okay. Okay. Because people usually ask me how long it's going to take for a green card based on marriage to be approved. I always give people 2 years. Give it 2 years. But unfortunately, in the Baltimore area, it's taking too long for some reasons. Maybe they have a lot of cases, but if you give it 2 years, okay, at least you get it. But this one is less than 2 years, which is just the normal process. Yeah, some people get it early, 8 months and stuff like that, but this one is 19 months and a half, and we think it's a 10 years because by the time they applied, they were already married for more than 2 years. So yeah, that's good for him. Okay, stop sharing. Let me go back here so we can talk about the moral of the story. So the moral of the story is this: if you have an asylum case pending with USCIS, okay, then you get married. Whether you get married before or after the asylum is pending, do not withdraw your asylum application because you don't want to raise suspicion or issue of misrepresentation. Just let the asylum application take its own course, right? And then you, on the other side, work on your green card based on marriage, especially if it's a valid marriage. You're going to get your green card, and eventually they're going to just close the asylum. And in this case, particularly in this case, my client already did the interview. So there was no point, there's no need to go and close the asylum case because he already did the interview. We're just waiting for the result. But in the meantime, he already got the green card based on marriage. 2 independent cases. So let everything go in terms of let it move along until its own time. Okay. So that's the moral of the story. How are you? So let's see if somebody has questions. We have 14 people in the house. Well, please go ahead and like and share. You're a U.S. citizen, Jeffrey. Oh, that's good. Nice to know. And please go ahead and like and share our videos. we appreciate it. Petty Jean-Louis, good day, my dear. Good day. Petty Jean-Louis, your son is 21 and the son is going to apply for you. Okay. If you're not in removal, so what's going to happen is your son is going to file everything together, including the advance parole, which gives you the permission to travel, right? So if it's granted, if parole is granted, then you can step out depending on where you go and depending on your facts specifically. So we talked about parole yesterday. So if you watch my video, you will understand really when a case is pending, how people really go outside. You have to have some type of parole in order to be able to go outside. Okay, that's my answer. I hope I answered that question. Okay, Anybody else has a question? We are here just to report, right? We are here to report the great news. This is the great news. And people always ask me the question. Anything that could be asylum pending since 2016? Nothing, my friend. Nothing, Nelly. No interviews. They're only scheduling interviews for Afghanistan and I guess Ukraine as well. Other people, they are not. We are trying even expedite requests. We have some expedite requests granted, but they haven't scheduled our interview yet. So what people usually do, if they're tired of waiting, they just file for lawsuit. But there's no interview being scheduled. Only Afghanistan nationals, okay? Yes, anybody else has a question? In the meantime, please go ahead and like and share. We have 10 people in the house. Please go ahead and like and share. This is a great news. We wanted to report because people always ask, you know, if my case, asylum case is pending, should I close it? Well, my advice is always no. Why would you do that? Because unless you have a valid reason to just close it, but I will suggest you wait for your green card application to be granted. You wait for everything because you don't want to raise suspicion, and you don't want to raise misrepresentation. Oh, I answered. Thank you. You're welcome. How do you get your I-220B from ICE? They are not responding. Yeah, that's ICE. Sometimes they just don't. Yeah, you have to keep sending them emails and calling until somebody's going to get tired and they're going to respond. Yisak Betramarian. Sometimes too, you can ask for a supervisor attorney, then talk to them. Maybe they're gonna ask the other attorney to respond, you know. So yeah, you have to keep asking. You have to keep doing it until somebody's at some point gonna get tired of you, and then they're gonna respond. Because even for us, sometimes they just don't respond. So it takes 4 months, 6 months, they don't even respond. We keep sending email until somebody is gonna respond. That's the only thing you can do, really. Especially if they don't feel obligated to respond, they're not gonna do it. Isaac, I hope I give you some tips, right? 13 people in the house. Please go ahead and like and share. We have a great news here. Anybody else has a question, please put it in the comments. Well, if this document, ESAC, if the documents needed for request for evidence, why you didn't file FOIA? Why you didn't file FOIA to request your entire file? That's how this document is going to come too in the system. Usually FOIA takes 60 days. Now it looks like you're too late for you. Maybe you should go to the go to the office. Go to the ICE office. Because usually in order for you to get your immigration file, you have to file for FOIA. Yeah, you should have, Isaac, you should have filed for FOIA a long time ago. Why you didn't do that? Now it's too late. It looks like it's too late. You can't get the your entire file in 2 weeks. You're gonna have to just go to the field office. Yeah, Isaac, maybe you should try going to the field office and talk to somebody right there at the field office, because this is a are you even listening to what I'm saying? This is an order of supervision, right? So you want your file, you should have filed the FOIA, because it's too late for you. Maybe a best way to go about it, just go to the field office and talk to somebody in person. Because if you're sending them email, you're calling, they're not responding, then quite frankly, they don't care, to be honest with you. So it's up to you to do what is necessary so you can get it. Oh, that's helpful. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, because to be honest with you, sometimes they just don't respond because, yeah, they, they're superior, right? Their eyes. Why would they respond to you, right? You're the one who need them. You're the one who need to make some effort. So, yeah, just go to the field office in person and try to talk to somebody and show them your request for evidence and show them that it's really urgent. You only have 2 weeks left. Maybe you get somebody who's nice, they're gonna do it for you, they're gonna give it to you, because usually people file FOIA to get the entire file, but now it looks like it's too late for you. Anyway, so anybody else, you're welcome. Isaac, you're welcome. And please like and share. Anybody else has a question, let us answer your question. This is a great news for our client today. Yeah, we are here to help. If anybody else need a consultation, please schedule it. All the consultation links are in the description box, okay? So, okay, what else we have here? Anything else we have here? I don't see anything else. We are just waiting for you to ask questions. If there's no more questions, I guess we're gonna end today. Yes, if we don't have any more questions, the lightning today is kind of dark, but I guess that's fine. If we don't have any more questions, I guess we're gonna end today and come back again tomorrow, hopefully with another great news, right? As I'm speaking, I'm looking at my other cases status. So I know for sure tomorrow I'm coming with another great news. Or not, we talk about something else. We might talk about this Trump. Looks like Trump is planning to come back, so we have to talk about the plan. Yes, my friend, please go ahead and share and like. We are getting there to 12,000 subscribers, almost there. Crystal Watson, can an asylum seeker marry a green card holder? The answer is, if they're marrying for the purpose of getting the green card, the question becomes, are they going to be able to, they can get married because marriage is a fundamental right, right? Anybody can get married. But the question becomes, are they going to be able to adjust status? The answer will be, it depends. Because the problem is asylum, when it's pending, it's not a status. And the green card holder, It's not an immediate relative for the purpose of adjustment of status. So what's going to happen is when it's time to adjust status, then it's going to be hard because of unlawful presence. So then we're going to try to figure out whether some exceptions apply. We talked about 245I before, technical reasons, and then just make argument if it stands. But the answer is, well, marriage is marriage. People can get married, but the thing is, are they going to be able to adjust status? It's going to depend. It's going to depend on if they have an exception. If there's no exception, then they're not going to adjust status unless they file for a waiver, unlawful presence waiver, and step out and do consular processing instead of adjustment of status. You see, that's how it's going to play out. Or they just wait for the person to become a U.S. citizen. They apply for the I-130, then wait for the person to become a U.S. citizen, then adjust status inside. African Nation United, Trump is coming. Wow, he's winning in pool. Have you watched the pool lately? The guy is winning big time. So if there's something we've learned in 2016 is not to undermine Trump, because we thought he was not going to win. Then he won against Hillary. Then we know what happened to immigration. So we always have to be on the lookout, right? With a real plan, because he has this plan that's really, bad, a little extreme. So I'm going to talk about it at some point. I talked about it a little bit 2 days ago, but I'm going to talk about it at some point, probably this weekend or Sunday or something. Anybody else? Did we answer your question, Crystal Watson? Did we give you some type of answer? Let me know in the comment. By the way, please like. So we are waiting for another one more question before we end for today. I guess it's the end of the you see, when it's the end of the year, sometimes they process a lot of applications. That's why we're seeing a lot of approval, because they want to finish those year's applications so they can get started with next year applications. I don't know, but we're seeing a lot of resolutions lately. I'm assuming because it's the end of the year, and that's just like my assumption. I don't know for a fact. Anybody else? Anybody else, so we can wrap it up? Anybody else, so we can wrap it up? Your application is taking forever, but you have to go with the timeline, right? So everybody has a different timeline. This person who got the green card, this is based on marriage, first of all, and they don't live in this area. They live in Missouri, so it's like smaller population. That's why it took 19 months and a half, almost 2 years anyway. So yeah, case by case basis. Okay. Anybody else? Oh, you're welcome, Crystal Watson. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad we were able to answer the question. I'm glad. You're welcome. Anybody else, so we can wrap up? By the way, if you need a consultation with me, please schedule it by using the consultation links in the description box. By the way, you can share and like, because we are trying to get to 12,000 subscribers. We have 10 more left. So if you share and like, then we can reach the goal, right? So in the meantime, stay safe, and we'll come back again tomorrow. Have a good rest of the afternoon. Thank you. Bye-bye.